Imagine waking up to a world buzzing with shocking events, from deadly shootings to potential government halts, that could reshape your day in unexpected ways. But here's where it gets controversial. Are these incidents isolated, or do they reflect deeper societal divides? Dive in as we unpack the top stories that are dominating headlines today, ensuring you're fully informed and ready to tackle whatever comes next. Jimmy Kimmel made a triumphant comeback to late-night TV, smashing records in the process. According to ABC, his initial show after a brief hiatus drew an impressive 6.3 million viewers on Tuesday night, which is more than triple his usual crowd. This surge highlights how much audiences missed his signature humor and sharp commentary. Now, let's get you caught up on the key developments that are making waves right now. First up, a tragic shooting at an immigration detention center in Dallas has claimed one life and left at least 2 others fighting for survival in critical condition. The FBI is treating this as a deliberate act of targeted violence, with reports indicating a sniper positioned on a nearby rooftop unleashed indiscriminate gunfire toward the ICE building. Among the injured is a national from Mexico, as confirmed by the Mexican government. The perpetrator, a 29-year-old local resident, took his own life with a gunshot. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem shared with CNN that the shooter harbored strong animosity toward ICE personnel based on the evidence collected. This revelation comes amid President Donald Trump's accusations that inflammatory rhetoric from radical left Democrats fueled the attack. And this is the part most people miss. Could political blame games be exacerbating tensions around immigration enforcement? It's a point that sparks heated debates. Do you think assigning blame helps solve the issue, or does it just deepen divisions? Video ad feedback. FBI probes Dallas incident as targeted violence. Officials update on fatal shooting at ICE Office 052. Source, WFAA. FBI probes Dallas incident as targeted violence. Officials update on fatal shooting at ICE Office 052. WFAA. Next, the federal government faces the specter of a shutdown, looming just days away if lawmakers don't approve a spending bill before month's end. While core services like national security would keep running, numerous agencies could grind to a standstill starting October 1st, leaving hundreds of thousands of federal workers unpaid until the impasse ends. The White House budget team is already directing agencies to draft contingency plans for widespread layoffs, focusing on non-essential programs. This looming threat of mass unemployment is ramping up the political standoff, with Democrats pushing for crucial compromises, especially extending the enhanced subsidies for Obamacare that are due to vanish by year's close. For beginners, think of a government shutdown like a massive pause button on non-vital operations. It's not the end of the world, but it can disrupt everything from park maintenance to research funding, affecting everyday lives in subtle but significant ways. Shifting to weather worries, Tropical Storm Umberto has emerged in the Atlantic, and another weather system near the Bahamas might evolve into something more serious, prompting vigilance along the East Coast as the weekend approaches. Umberto, the 8th storm to earn a name this season, sits roughly 500 miles from the Leeward Islands and is projected to intensify into a Category 2 or 3 hurricane soon. Although it's expected to veer out to sea, it's premature to dismiss possible effects on Bermuda or other areas. At the same time, meteorologists are tracking a chaotic group of storms in the northeastern Caribbean that's gaining strength as it heads toward the Bahamas. To put this in perspective, hurricane season can be unpredictable, much like how a small rain cloud can turn into a downpour. These systems remind us of nature's power and the importance of preparedness, such as having emergency kits ready. On the cybersecurity front, an airport in northern Denmark had to shut down operations today because of unauthorized drones invading its airspace. This marks the second such event in just a few days. These drone appearances coincide with a rise in cyberattacks and alleged Russian incursions into European skies. Recently, 2 or 3 sizable drones caused a lengthy halt to flights at Copenhagen's airport, which Denmark's prime minister described as a grave assault on our vital infrastructure. Authorities aren't sure if these events are connected, but the similarities are striking. This follows a significant cyber incident over the weekend that jammed automated check-in processes at major European hubs, including London's Heathrow. For those new to this, cyberattacks can feel like invisible thieves sneaking into digital systems, disrupting travel, and raising alarms about national security. Imagine if your online banking suddenly froze. That's the kind of chaos we're talking about here. And for a brighter note, a fortunate individual from Missouri has stepped forward to collect half of the colossal $1.8 billion Powerball jackpot. He was one of just 2 people who matched every number in the September 6 draw, securing the second-largest lottery prize in U.S. history. Choosing a lump sum payout, he'll receive about $410.3 million before taxes. In his own words, he's a laid-back homebody, excited to cherish moments with his spouse. "The ideal day for me is just chilling at home," he shared, adding with a chuckle that she'll probably get me out and about now. He bought the ticket at a gas station in St. Louis, while the other winner's ticket came from a store in Fredericksburg, Texas. This story underscores the thrill of chance. Lotteries are like a gamble on dreams, where one lucky pick can transform lives overnight. Though experts often remind us that responsible play is key to avoiding pitfalls. Former Vice President Kamala Harris kicked off her book tour on Wednesday, drawing both enthusiastic fans and vocal demonstrators. Leading the pack is Jimbocho, a vibrant Tokyo district famous for its collection of antique bookshops. Explore the complete ranking of the world's coolest neighborhoods here. The chart-topping duo is rejoicing over another milestone, a newborn daughter. This beloved brew is truly capturing America's palates. Babylon, once a legendary marvel, presents a starkly different reality today. 37. That's the number of verified Ebola cases tied to a fresh outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, rates the risk of it spreading to the U.S. as minimal right now, per their latest health alert. Witkoff voiced optimism about an imminent resolution following the Trump administration's Tuesday meeting with Arab leaders, where they unveiled a 21-point blueprint for peace in Gaza. The proposal includes a lasting ceasefire, the liberation of all captives, and Israel's exit from Gaza. Consult your local weather report to stay ahead of any changes. And finally, a group of people narrowly dodged disaster when a massive sinkhole appeared in Bangkok. Catch the footage right here. Today's edition of 5 Things AN was crafted and produced by CNN's Andrew Torgan. What do you think? Does political rhetoric truly ignite real-world violence, or is that an oversimplification? And in the face of potential government shutdowns, should concessions like Obamacare extensions be non-negotiable? Share your views in the comments. We'd love to hear your take and spark a meaningful conversation.